Are you prepared to take part in the most incredible alternative run ever known to mankind, guys? I do not believe that you are prepared. This is why. Gentlemen, this is the most absurd thing ever. What really is going on? Guys, we live as if we are in some kind of dream. I don't know what kind of dream it is. Exactly. Under no circumstances did I ever imagine that it would come to this. Therefore, Elon Musk tweets out the effectiveness of the Department of Government. So that practically means that this is the case, guys. Donald Pump says Musk could head government. Efficiency force, right. But then if you go down here, it's basically a task force to conduct a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government, guys, and make recommendations for drastic reforms. But guess what? This picture literally shows what guys which coin right, that Doge. Currency is the weirdest thing ever, guys, like what's even happening with altcoin. He's actually maxi of an altcoin, guys, and it's more of a meme coin than anything else. Take into consideration the fact that anything like that is the very essence of the old season, isn't it? Now, keep in mind that what we really need right now is for him to win, guys. Basically, we need him to come out on top, right? It appears that he is still having success with the polymarket predictions. 50% of the boys versus 48% at this very moment, he is being given preference. Donald Pump, but we need him to pump right, and we need Elon Musk to come into play, guys, because he is literally an altcoin billionaire. On the other hand, you might not be able to build a Bitcoin maxi, and then who would be that guy? It is said that he is a fan of Bitcoin and spontaneously changes his mind. What could possibly be more absurd than taking a bus? Take a look at this movie from the Doge creative team. In case you were wondering, his name is Doge Designer after all. Okay, so you're a starship from the year 2030 that transports people from Earth to Mars. Right? What is the direction that all of this is heading? Each and every season, gentlemen, it seems to me that things are poised to take a parabolic turn. At this very moment, I hope. What makes this so interesting, gentlemen? Due to the fact that this is a chart for Dogecoin, I do not possess any Dogecoin. It is important to keep in mind that if these coins occur to suddenly get out of control and fly, your other coins will also XRP rose during this period of time, most likely throughout this period of time as well. Exactly, but be sure to have a look at this at those pump periods. Guys, consolidation dump right or stable dump it is exactly for this reason that I am not. Selling men from Ash crypto breaking if you don't panic sell every time the market dumps 10%. Becoming steady guys was the next dump again, which suggests that the entire season is on the horizon. You will attain the status of a millionaire during the subsequent bull market, which will be exactly 20 for 25. We are so near, you guys. Please don't mess things up. I'm simply not sure what to do. When compared to being exposed to the market, the risk of not being exposed to it is far higher. How come? Cryptocurrency is incredibly asymmetrical, and I am certain that your portfolio might drop by another 50% or even more. The upside, on the other hand, is literally 10 to 20 times greater than that, and there aren't many. Other businesses where this is conceivable, although it is not even close to being practical. If we fail, we will fail, but the danger is just too large to not play the game absolutely perfectly. When there is still a significant amount of money that has to be brought into the markets, I don't understand why people are still pessimistic at this time. Is it possible for you to say, guys, that's $6.3 trillion? Specifically, assets held by money market funds. You are aware that it is currently at its highest levels in the history of the world, with $6.3 trillion sitting on the sidelines, right? Eagerly awaiting the opportunity to enter the market. Give that some thought. The only thing that we actually require is a small portion of this money to be invested in. Cryptocurrency people, what do you think will happen to our coins? Any guess? Do you agree? I am curious about the period right when this money will start entering, and I believe that it will be sometime in the fourth quarter or later in the 25th quarter. It will be between 100 and 1,000 times. Soon, I hope, is the answer. Now, how does it work for you guys? Retail has a total of 2.5 trillion, whereas institutional has 3.7 trillion. It is quite probable that the majority of the money that is held by institutions will not be invested in the markets. However, there is a total of $2.5 trillion in money market funds that are held by individuals such as yourself and me who have made the decision to invest their money in risk-free investments rather than investing it in the markets. Guess what, however? There will soon be a reduction in interest rates by the Federal Reserve. What exactly does that say? Well, it's possible. People are likely to start investing a small portion of their money in assets that are known to be risky, not to mention the fact that this is the reason why I am not concerned about a recession that is currently toxic, because there is a lot of money available for sideline folks. Which is interesting as well. The question is, what are your thoughts on this? Would you agree? That is why I am aware of this, right? It is possible that you are going to successfully deceive everyone. and you will need to pump Marcus first before the recession officially begins, towards the end of the fourth quarter or another time. Guys, would you agree with me if I said that I would do that right at the end of this year? Do you think that if you were an insider and you wanted to attract everyone, you would pump it? Therefore, everyone purchases a top, exactly the same. Aren't they aware of it? They may very well know 100% of the males. It is safe to assume that these individuals who manage markets have, in every single instance, employed specific individuals who are knowledgeable about human emotions. Isn't it true that the nature of psychology and these things are the same? To deceive both you and I. On the other hand, I am not being deceived, because I do not have any feelings. Yesterday, only one exchange-traded fund ETF purchased Ethereum. Is it true that it was BlackRock? From among all of these other establishments that might have been sold, is that correct? Yesterday, there was only one person who purchased the Ethereum exchange-traded fund. It turned out to be BlackRock. Guys, that is just insane, isn't it? Do you agree? In addition to this, they are consuming a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund ETF or Bitcoin in and of itself, but also Ethereum or a cryptocurrency. Guys, what exactly does that imply? Altcoins are seen favorably by them. That's the first time you've heard it. BlackRock, right? Who is who in a literal sense, or one interesting player right puppet within the system, or one main? One guy major puppet who is interested in Ethereum. Think about it. They are probably aware of what is going to happen next. Not to add the fact that Treasury has said another $50 million, which is $50 million. As of late, fellas, there have been 50 million and 50 million and 50 million. At this very moment during the last few days. I just wanted to talk about Bitcoin for a moment, since currently we are not dumping right now. One of the most amazing things is that we did, in fact, call the best guys, right? I was genuinely going to show you guys on the next video, on the video that will be uploaded tomorrow, that I think that was a top right. This is from quite some time ago, but I'm not sure if I should be concerned about it or not. Suppose they won't go for the lows, right? I'm guessing that they might just pump it, but I'm not going to rush into anything, folks, because I'm not going to hurry into anything. I guess not. I guess they might just pump it. If they can make it fly, then do it. I'm already prepared for whatever comes next. On the other hand, if they don't, and if they have the intention of bringing it back down, I'm going to buy it. And if they just make a fly, then we're good to go, right? Uncomplicated and uncomplicated, this is the first place. Will the Ethereum exchange-traded fund ETF become live in Australia soon? With that being said, this is a very beautiful thing because we require as many different routes to open up, and we require as many different roads to open floodgates. Currently, Monochrome has submitted an application to have the Monochrome Ethereum exchange-traded fund ETF listed under the ticker symbol. There is a company in Australia called Unseeable that provides individual investors with regulated access to Ethereum or paths to acquire ETH exchange-traded funds ETFs. As a result, it is rather divided. Bravo, you guys are now. However, when we take a look at the charts, will we be correct? Not only the external news of alt season, guys, but when we look towards the charts, such as Ethereum, which is currently the king of all altcoins, we see that it is also the most popular cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is prepared to have its launch. On a 3-day chart, historically speaking, when the relative strength index RSI is in or near oversold territory, Ethereum experiences either a rally or a short-term pump. That being said, an upward rise appears to be just around the corner, folks. Exactly. In a nutshell, the ARM is certainly interesting to look at. You are aware that this is the oversold region, and you are also aware that this is the RSI indicator. Therefore, when it is oversold or near this to go close to the spot, you are aware of this.